Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Wow, he just got proven not guilty for stealing, and now he's being accused of murder. This just gets more interesting. Well, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose, I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Delight himself. No, he's not Looks like he did too good of a job this time. Well, how about we get started looking into the KD security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Green Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the Sacred Urn and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mr. Quiet, you should stay here. How about you two spend some quality time together? Oh, love and happiness. Rose was so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred Urn in the first one. I remember, no fighting. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. She just likes, having Phoenix and Maya together, doesn't she? Whoa. Before I go, what can I talk about? What to do? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KV Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Wright? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her kinky little bike, Mickey boy. Speaking of asking around, I got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure it goes to the detention center too. Sacred Urn. You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back home. You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't. I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. The query says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh, yeah, you're right. Plus, today's has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. Crane Village? So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When the medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, you know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay. Detention center first. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful lion that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Mr. Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Rondo, listen carefully, people. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal an apple. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal plants. A thief. The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Maybe it's for Mr. Light, do you know about Hugh's? Don't be silly. Of course I do. That's where my Ronnie lives. So she thinks he still works there. And yet, according to what we heard today, Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. TV security is only about 20 minutes away. My motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KV security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell me and I swear it is, and we'll go ourselves. What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location of KV security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atney's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atney knew more about the Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People around town segment on TV. So then, we went there to ask him some questions. That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. The secretary said the Ace Detective isn't in right now. I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh, yeah, we saw that back there yesterday, too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. 11%. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie said no. I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too, if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that garden corner of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. It's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With my, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. CEO's office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Well, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? It's a Gumshoe face. Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like God is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. What happened? Yeah, Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane. He was the CEO of KD Security, and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mass was stealing the urn. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Did I do that? So, what happened to Master Max? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserves. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Abby was always around when the calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the case took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the latest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? here of eminent case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. Oh, Prosecutor Bullard. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt him. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted mass maniac anyway? Prosecutor Bullard? He's quite the enigma. The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. That's true, according to the records, anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court. Maverick that gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Yeah. Examine. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so... Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, though. Yeah, and everyone that knows how to open this safe has airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight. What? Ron Delight? He was the security chief? Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for grinning on your parade there, pal. This rope. Do you think it fell out of the safe when it was open? I don't think so. So, yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. The victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Nice. I feel just like the CEO. Hey, you wouldn't have a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. This is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know? Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Hey, put it out. Don't press that. That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement guard. It's used to summon security up here. Really? That is possible on the night of the crime. So when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Ooh. Huh. What's this? These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. I can't get in between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time. Looks like they're filled with a bunch of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's sleep if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Oh. Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy listen to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tears of Eminon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Max to Max stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item. I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Whoa. Security. Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Uh-oh. I just remembered where he might be. Hey, Nick, what's up? Oh, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and Wat's an angel. I got no problems with the daytime date. It's all good. Then what's the sum over here for? We're investigating this Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then, and this is now. Good info. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard. Shut up. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kid man's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Rhonda White was an employee. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Rhonda White was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up conflicts or something. No, that's just you. Security guard. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. The night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm done. Even if it is part-time and you're done, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Well, I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then, and this is now, okay? It looks like I'm going to have to break his psych locks after all. Aww. Whoa, look at this place. What's that? That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. What is that? Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon the command. It's signed, Lundy Oldbag, head supervisor. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real, genuine rhythm. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never, ever touch that lever. She scowled and puffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenwood? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say... Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on monitors and use that light for communicating. Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork. Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? The screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all the time. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation. Am I alright? Okay. I don't think I'm able to do that just yet, so... Am I? I don't know. I got the things upstairs. Can I do this?
Take that!
The night of the crime? On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? Didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Doyle? But that was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1. Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched under rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not in the station when the murder happened is... I don't know if I can use any of this here. So, probably later. Come back to it. I will not do that just yet. first, I would like to go here. The treasures of Korean exhibit is all ruined now. Maya, I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about Spirit Channel. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can go. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa, whoa, that's brilliant. We can clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Okay. Where else? Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Sanders, what's she still hanging around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the Sacred Urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. The mask's identity. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atney again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Master Mask's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So we sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atney must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all. I guess so. They made the crime. Look, some Master Mask murdered someone as well. Well, that's how things work right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atney? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. Sacred Urn. I'm so glad that you got your Sacred Urn back. Yes, there's still something that bothers me about it. Well, what is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems to be. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything, but why would I? Aww. Cyclops. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Aww. Why? The statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right? Yeah, it was right next to the door. Well, if someone moved it, it's probably not. So I can examine all of this again. It's not new though. It probably isn't. Alright then. Now here. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect, now that they know he was actually Master Mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe is playable as mine. Huh. Alright. Is that all I can do here? I guess so. Might as well see what this is.
Take that!
Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court date. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I don't think I do. A poster or statue? That's all I have for that right now. I probably have to do Larry first. Try preventing something new. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless small thing fall on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching the estimates. But he got away anyway. That guard. I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. Really? Almost slow. Did we say anything about these at all? This is proof that Rondelay was here at the crime scene in the murder happened. His wallet and his key card. I think we need to ask Mr. Light some more about those two things. Alright, I'll try the attention center again now. Still no. Okay. Let's try again.
Take that!
I don't remember anything.
Take that!
Oh, it was that? Oh. Oh, that wasn't even that hard. This wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Why? You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. White just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? Right. Yeah, the murder. Okay. At the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. The murder and the theft happened at the same time. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 o'clock p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before it. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 o'clock p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 o'clock p.m. during your shift. Autopsy report or the key card.
Take that!
Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone you know. That key card data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No. Okay, it was just that. The night of the crime. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I had important issues to deal with too. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her, and he was standing right there next to me. Who was? Your new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy stopped me right in the kiss. Normally, I'm the one who does the punching. Isn't that right, Mom? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't we show him the evidence we got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick. Oh. It's okay, Larry. Do you know anything about this? Nothing. Okay. the buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, like a professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks. I tried. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wet. Emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why did you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait and see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he was trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Well, let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake, huh? Do you think you could take just one more look at it, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. What? Oh, what is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once. In the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? It's terrible. It can't be. Can I get anything else though? Show that to him then. Here we go. Detective Gumshoe, about this ring. Sorry, it's hard to believe. Oh. Okay. If I got that record now, I wonder if I can show it to him? You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where is the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any info on the buzzer? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. That's all I get for that. I don't know I have to do things like this sometimes. I show him. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bullard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullard, huh? Oh, yeah. The victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. more about him. I get it. But can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it, anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during his time at work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money man. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get it. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You're gonna get into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to have security operations against Masterminds. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Whoa. Right. About this blackmail. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Hey, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. Great, there. I have no idea what to do at all. Now it lets me go to Ron, so... He's here. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night, the Sacred Urn was stolen from the Wardley Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Master Mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, you learned the true identity of the thief, didn't you? I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo. It's gotta be Detective Adrian. The night of the crime. So that night, you didn't go to Wardley Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Damn. Was it Kane Bullard that hit me? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stuck. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be a chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Yeah. All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Why are you crying? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KV security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Jesse. Please. So don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out later. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Jessie would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Jessie spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became master for Desiree. What did Maya say to show me again? Was it Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master costume in a nearby plastic bucket, then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The garden is full. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Good girls can see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Adam found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Adam found the Master disguise. That's interesting. Yes, I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Adam got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. The blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more, now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Blackmail letter. It's blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tuesday night heist. The first letter said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know? I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know? After that, I started getting these plants in the mail. Plants? What? Oh, black. Kane's list. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master has stolen, and that's the value of each item listed next to it. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on a black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Music change. Crazy. What else can I show? security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door of the key card. So is that what you talked to? I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier. Key card. What are you still doing with this key card anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KD Security? Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office. What was this? Heist plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delay is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delay was Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the hole. You try not to look so believable about it. So you went after the Sacred Urn because of one of those plans too. Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the Urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delay, is everything you just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. But never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? The Sacred Urn, Mr. I took it back to Screw Village for an example. And what did you find out? Well, there's only three. Is that still going? That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's pink and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there. Okay, we'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Right. So now I can go to that. There's also all of that. I already talked to her with all that, so now I gotta get back to there. Huh. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn exam. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened. Nick, let's look around one more time. Whoa. Now I have to look around. Alright. This is the same color as the paint splashes on the urn. So then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape? Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Whoa. So there's also big on the box here. This box. There's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that the Sacred Urn is in. Looks like there's some paint on it too. It's definitely the same color as the stuff on it. I think I know how the paint got on it. Alright, let's investigate again. Whoa. Anything for this? No. After that, he said he got hit on the back of the head with this book. But that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Abby was the victim. It's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it. I promise I'll fix it. You never knew it was bad in the first place. Please be gentle with it. That's all that. Well, I don't think I'll get anything good from any of that. Okay then? Can I try again now?
Take that!
Now I have to earn back. Can I just show her?
Take that!
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Korean village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? That's the photo. It's different in the photo. So,
Take that!
this poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? The poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof the urn was broken here or retailed? Is that the statue, the sword, or... the box?
Take that!
Well, Miss Andrews, what is this supposed to mean? This urn has these pretty little pink paint splashes on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say? So, what does that prove? That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on. Are you with me so far? Yes. The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Bullard Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too. So can you prove that? Can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement warehouse? Is this the broken sword or is this one of these? Something something with pain on my own shoulder.
Take that!
Not that. Okay. Just examine I forgot I reloaded it. I thought I already examined this.
Take that! Take that!
Oh, what? The guy is backwards. It is. The guy's backwards. Wait. Okay. So present the box first, and then present the paint marks.
Take that!
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain. Am I right? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name gives you justice, Mr. Wright. Sacred Urn. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it? No, not at all. I know just how she was. It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to 80. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said 80. Any sane person? Really? Oh, promise. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The green face statue. In case, the first time that we came down here, it was on the night the Sacred Urn was stolen. By Mr. Nick! There were no arms on the walls or floors of the warehouse when we were here. Oh, voice cracks. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around here, that golden statue just happened to be running in a mountain tree. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews. Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the Sacred Urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Dr. Wright, was at KB Security. So then why did another master match show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Okay. I don't know, I was doing some I was messing up. I was doing things a little too soon. Well, I got through it anyway. Here we go. Bye.